China is a major shadow looming over New Zealand's politics. They are a hugely significant country. They are our top trading partner. We are reliant on China. But we cannot even discuss this important relationship out of fear that we may offend them and face their economic wrath. That is a problem. Some insist that China is a military threat to us. I don't think China is benevolent, but I do not view them as a serious threat. China is not like the USA. The USA has no enemies on its borders. The USA has access to 2 vast oceans. Power projection is easy for the USA. China has no such luxury. They are boxed in. They are surrounded by enemies. Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, Vietnam, India, the Philippines, Australia, the USA. For Chinese strategists, all of these countries are much higher on China's list of priorities. We don't have much to worry about. China has bigger fish to fry. They have many far closer neighbours with whom they have much more antagonistic relationships. If we do end up fighting them, it will be because we are dragged into it by our security relationship with Australia or the USA. That is why these military relations need to be taken so seriously. China itself is not a major threat. I don't expect them to attack us anytime soon. It simply makes no sense to waste huge resources attacking a country that is not even your enemy when you have far more antagonistic states on your immediate borders. And it would mean moving valuable resources into a position where they could not defend China and would be incredibly vulnerable to Australian and American maritime strike capabilities. China is at present not a serious threat to New Zealand. Having said that, in the international realm, things can change very, very quickly. International relations are unpredictable and volatile. We should be prepared for a range of possible futures. I know some people on the left like the Chinese system of government. I don't. They are a very authoritarian country with an increasingly belligerent foreign policy. They are left-wing in name only. The capitalist class is more entrenched in China than it is anywhere in the West. An authoritarian political elite and their capitalist allies dominate the country. There is nothing socialist about China. The Chinese economy is not owned and controlled by the workers. The Chinese economy is owned and controlled by capitalists and political elites. It is just a sturdier version of capitalism. They have maintained close relations with Russia. Xi Jinping was seated next to Putin at a recent military parade in Moscow. Support for Russia as they wage a cruel and immoral imperialist war against Ukraine is utterly unacceptable. There is no reason to like China aside from sheer anti-USA contrarianism. But sheer anti-USA contrarianism is what motivates a lot of people on the left. As an economic partner, China is preferable to the USA because China is reliable and predictable. The USA is anything but. Trump radically alters his foreign policy every second day, often without warning. Such volatility is a recipe for economic instability and decline. It is no surprise many nations would rather trade with China. That is the rational move. Both China and the USA have morally repugnant governments. China is predictable and stable, so many would rather trade with them. China's power can be expected to continue increasing. The USA is sabotaging itself. China will remain a significant topic in New Zealand politics. Such a significant topic should be subject to proper discussion. But sadly, fear of economic repercussions ensures that such discussion does not occur. We need to change that. We need to diversify our trade. We need to develop greater economic independence. And we need to build more advanced economic industries to give us greater leverage as a trading partner. At present, we are dependent on China. We need to get beyond this. We need mutual dependence or independence. These policy aims would secure such a thing. We must take these issues seriously and work to secure a better position in the international order.